Hello, I'm wbz-tv meteorologist Barry Burbank. Have your forecast for today and the next several days and the waning days of summer here. This is the last Sunday in summer, so it's going to be a nice one as we go into the 80s. Now, September has been an extremely warm month. Not as warm as August was, but nevertheless, the mean temperature departure is a plus 4.5. That's pretty warm, and we're going to have some above average days here for the next couple of days anyway before it turns quite a bit cooler later in this upcoming week. But today it's not cool. It's going to be warmer than yesterday was because the sun's coming out quicker today. It's taking not much time to burn off the clouds. Over southeastern Massachusetts, a lot of leftover low cloudness and fog down there, right in this zone right in here, near the Cape Cod Canal and just northwestward into Plymouth and Bristol counties. That should burn off, and but it may take a little while before it does so. But anyway, most places seeing lots of sunshine this afternoon in the middle 80s, except at the coastline where the feeble sea breeze comes in and keeps the temperature from going much above 78. So that's what you'll have. And the dew point this afternoon around 64. So that's moderate, bordering on high humidity. Will be about the same humidity tomorrow. That may tick up to 65 or 66. So that would put it in the high range. On Tuesday, that's when it maxes out for the week, when it surges to 72. That's oppressive humidity. And while that's happening, we're going to have tropical downpours in that tropical air as the remnants of Florence move on by. After Florence moves on by, that storm will drag in some nice, refreshing air finally for Wednesday and on Thursday. That's your dew point trend. In the middle part of the nation, it's nudging 90 in many spots, and the hot air goes all the way down into Florida, and it's going to be really hot for that game in Jacksonville this afternoon, with the temperature being around 93 at kickoff. It's going to feel more like about 104 degrees because it is so humid down there. That would be the real field temperature, the heat index. It's going to feel like 104 at kickoff in Jacksonville. So what's coming our way is Florence. It's down to a tropical depression now. We'll watch that come northeastward. We're under high pressure for today, and even though we've had the early morning low clouds and fog with that low-level moisture, sun taking and burning it off, but over inland areas away from the sea breeze, some of those puffy building clouds, those cumulus clouds, may tower up enough to produce some isolated showers in the Green Mountains, perhaps the Berkshires, and possibly in the northern Worcester Hills northward, but nothing close to Boston at all. And then tonight, it looks like the low cloudness and fog is going to expand up over especially southeastern Massachusetts, and this time over Cape Cod and the islands, which it hasn't had any for the last couple of days. There'll be some dense fog and low clouds there, burning off tomorrow morning to yield another sunshiny day. However, there'll be some high cloudness starting to come in here in the afternoon, may make more of a filtered sunshine as the remnants of Florence approach. So for today, good beach day, upper 70s at the beaches this afternoon. The tide will be low late this morning, high late this afternoon. Water temperatures mostly in the 60s, so the water isn't as warm as it has been, especially the east coastal beaches. The Sox will be playing this afternoon, an early afternoon game. First pitch 1:05 against the Mets. They conclude that series, should be in the low to middle 80s at Fenway Park. Now let's switch gears and talk a little bit about Florence, where it continues to pour the rain on Wilmington. Other places, Wilmington had 19 to 20 inches of rain already, and it looks like some places have had almost 30 inches of rain as this thing continues to swirl. But it's finally going to start taking off. It's now moving at the west at 8 miles an hour, and it only has top winds of 35. It's down to a depression status. As far as rainfall, Morehead City almost 26 inches, Swansboro 30, so the rainfall record for the state of North Carolina has been set in this storm with so much rain, and the rivers are going to continue to rise. For example, the Cape Fear River at Fayetteville, North Carolina. The height of it now is around 35 feet, and it's just near flood stage, very close to flood stage, but it's going to rise almost an additional 30 feet in the next 24 to 48 hours, so that's just an example of the rivers that are going to go into massive flood stage down here. So there goes Florence, remnants of Florence as the storm comes up like this, moves up the spine of the Appalachians, across Pennsylvania, and comes into New England to give us that heavy rain on Tuesday. Too early just yet to predict exactly where the axis of heaviest rain is going to occur, but I would say many places have a shot at 2 or 3 inches out of this, and then maybe with some scattered thunder and lightning too. After it moves by, refreshing air, beautiful conditions Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, it's actually going to be on the coolest side on Thursday. Highs mostly in the upper 60s. As it clouds over in the afternoon, we get a brief shot of higher humidity with a couple of showers or storms on Friday. And then fall begins next Saturday at 9:54 in the evening. That's your forecast for now. Have a nice day.